Good evening, Andy. Congratulations on a great victory, 3-2 over Woking. That's 3 wins on the spin for second time this season. Given the excitement around the club with the FA Cup draw, the victory over Macclesfield, the draw against Huddersfield to come, would it have been, well, a lot of fans, to be fair, were saying the players' heads will be turned now and we'll have a dip in form. No chance of that today.
To be honest, we've talked about it a lot this week because that's easy to happen. But I wanted to make it really clear to them that, you know, the FA Cup for me is a bonus. That's you know, we want to do well in that, and we've got a great time. We've done well last week, but come the end of the season, we'll be judged on where we finish in this league. It's easy to say it, and I said before the game, I think we've got a group who takes every game the same, whatever they're playing in. So I hope that we'll be okay, but you never know. A lot of teams have a blip after such a big week, and you know, all the excitement. You can easily go out there today and not pick points up, but we're at home and against a team in and around us. So for me, it was really, really important we got the 3 points, and we did that. So I'm delighted. 'Cause it's easy to say it. We've talked about it all week. You know, the FA Cup's done, put it on the back burner. But when you cross that line, it doesn't always happen like that.
Tom Tonk said in a recent interview that we don't need to be in control of a game to be in control of a game. I don't think that could be any more true than today, really. For large spells, Woking were actually on top territorially, but ultimately we've won the game. Absolutely,
very wise words from Tonksy. To be fair to him, yeah, I thought they had loads more possession than us. I thought they dominated loads of the game in general. But I always look at the stats. We always talk about being good in both boxes, the fundamentals, who's going to take the chances, who's going to get the blocks in. And although they had a lot more of the football, I'm pretty certain again at half time I was disappointed how we played first half, but we took our chances and we'd created 2 other good chances. They'd had a lot of the ball without creating a great deal. And I think second half was very, very similar. I mean, I'll watch it back, I always watch them back, and I think we can play a lot better than we did play. I think they had loads of the ball, but I don't remember Jazz making many saves or them missing the target. So yeah, they played loads of possession, but you know, at the end of the day, you're judged on scoring the most goals, and we've done that. So it's, you know, it's not something that happens just by luck. It's something we work at a lot. You know, I look at it 2-1. We've got some great blocks in. Kel's, you know, back in today was more like, you know, back to his old self. Made a brilliant block at 2-1. That's the sort of thing that wins your games.
Yeah, and you probably would have also felt that there was always a chance we were going to get away and do what Dan Creaney did to make it 3.
Yeah, I felt if we'd have been more clinical, we could have scored more goals. We had some good chances first half, we had some good chances second half, we had some good chances. We could have scored easily more than 3. So without, I don't think, playing as well as we can play. But like I said, we found a way to win. Good teams do that, and I believe it is a good team we've got. I always say that. I'll back them. We've had some changes. Lads have come in, and we stay in the game. And you said they were attacking. I always felt we could nick another one. That's why we brought the likes of Beck Ray on to stretch the game. And yeah, we've found a 3rd goal. And I thought that was coming. We had chances before that to get a 3rd goal, which would have killed it. We didn't want to concede straight after half time, which we did, which gave them a massive lift. Completely against what I said in the changing room. I've just said maybe they don't listen. But like I said, it doesn't matter to me how you win games of football. We've played better in some games, but not created as many chances.
Okay. Well, it was a bit of a switch up in team today with George Morrison suspended. He probably needed a rest anyway. I know he's been carrying a couple of knocks. In comes Wallace, and you know, to be fair, everyone just slots in, Andy, like into a well-oiled machine.
Yeah, to be fair, say first and foremost, George's been absolutely brilliant. He's so suspended today, but I think it will do him good because he's played on an ankle since Halifax, and he's a tough kid. He probably shouldn't have played, but he wants to play. He loves what he's doing. He's been an absolute revelation. Kieran come in literally a couple of weeks ago because I got injuries. He's waited his chance. He's trained with the boys. He's got loads. He's a good player. You know, he's got experience. You can see from today, without even playing this season, he's a good player. So, like I said, I don't make loads of signings. I don't have loads of ins and outs through a season because we try and keep a happy ship, and I talk to the ones not playing and keep them interested. And I do a lot of homework on the ones I bring in. And I know Kieran's good enough, equally like Rico, they're all good players. I don't bring them in just by chance. We make sure they fit to the mould we want, and again, I think I've shown that today.
Okay, well, I know we don't tend to talk too much about players, but Rico did pick up a knock today. How is he?
Yeah, Rico got a knee on knee, so hopefully it'll be impact. Equally, he'll go back to Walsall. He'll go in there tomorrow, and we'll see how he is. Obviously, we've got a quick turnaround with Tuesday, so we'll assess that. Again, we won't want to put him in an awkward situation, and the one thing I've shown this year, we've seen this year, is that you can't carry players. So if he's not quite right, he won't play. You know, we've got enough fit players to play, and that goes through. Chris Ray's a good example of that today. He's a lot better than he was, but he's not quite right. So we're not going to do that. Ben Milne's another. He he could have been involved today, but you need everyone. This league is brutal. You need everyone absolutely full fitness, and that'll be the same for all of them.
In terms of players, just to finish off on Fletch, coming back on today as well.
Yeah, I thought he did really well. We know how good he is. Again, we're bringing him back gradually because he had a knee injury, which he's got away with. As it could have been worse, but he's built the muscles back up around it. He's trained really hard, and we know what he brings. He was fantastic last season for Rushall. That's why I signed him. He fits into the group. He's good on the ball. He's strong. He's a good leader. So to get him on and get him more minutes is good. And like I said, we've got an array of talent really. Willits is back training. Callum Mollett's not far away, so it's good. The only say Kyle Lisson was obviously long term. Which is not great, but he's had the operation, which we wish him well. He's come through that really good, which again is great because he's part of what we're doing. And Ben acquired a scan the other day, so hopefully we'll get some positive news from that. But yeah, we've got a good group. Someone said to me the night, we've got a good group. The pleasing thing for me is they've all had a taste of playing now. Pretty much all of them come into and they've all shown they're more than capable of playing at this level, which is great for me. That's exactly what I want. I want a squad where we're not bringing people in thinking, are they good enough, or are they going to let us down? They're not. They're all more than good enough.
You speak about an array of talent, and 6 in 6 now for Dan Creaney, and Nathan Shakuna not far behind him, but also pulling all the strings in midfield as well. You must be so privileged to manage players like that. Yeah,
obviously they're both good goal scorers, they're both good players, they both work hard as well. I'm pleased particularly for Dan because last year he was excellent without scoring the goals he had the year before, and being the man he is, he wants to score goals. The first year I was with him, he set all the records. Last year, I think he played well without scoring the goals. But now his confidence back up, he looks like he's going to score every game, which is fantastic. Nathan, like I said, he writes his own script. Some things, he does this, that, and he does the impossible. But that for them to do their roles, we have to have another people around them to do theirs. And I think it is a team thing. I'm not bothered who scores. Say Tom Williams, he's got 2 in 2 now as well. We're scoring. If I'm being really critical, we want to stop conceding as many. If I'm being honest, that's what we're looking at. But I think this league's going to be like that. You've got a lot of good players. You're going to concede goals. I remember I looked at it at the start. Kidderminster went down last year, didn't concede hardly any goals, but they didn't score any. As long as we're scoring more than the others, it's probably against my principles because I live at 1-0 being an ex-defender. But I'm not bothered. If we come out on top, then all be good.
Yeah, well, was it 28, 29 goals in the entirety of last season, and we're almost at that.
We are almost there. And
points on the board.
I take the banner out really because that was. Just one of them. It happens sometimes, but we're still conceding too many. But again, I don't think we're giving loads of really bad goals away. It's just I think teams are more clinical. But you say as long as we score at the other end, I don't think anyone's going to worry about that.
Okay, let's just finish off with the visit of Yeovil Tuesday and the return of Mark Cooper, former player and manager at Tamworth, of course. And I actually wrote in my notes, as I wrote this, I realised what I was actually writing, Andy. Yeovil have had a brilliant start to the season, they're in 8th, but they're actually only 1 point above Tamworth.
Yeah, they've had a fantastic start, but I think they're all going to do well. It's a well-supported club, a well-backed club. I'll speak to Coops a little bit anyway, because I was with him at Diamond, so I know him quite well. He's been quite useful with information and vice versa. I'm not sure he's going to share a lot for Tuesday, but no, they're a good team. But for me, today was the most important because you need to keep picking points up, and we've done that. We go into Tuesday, we go again. We know it's going to be a tough game. They've had a great win today at Wealdstone, who again are down there, but they've been in every single game. Wealdstone, they've lost by the odd goal or drew in the 90th minute and stuff. So for them to go to Wealdstone and win 3-0 today is a big thing. So we know it's going to be tough, but like I say, every week we will enjoy tonight because we have to. That's another great win after the week we've had. We'll dust ourselves down and we'll go again Tuesday.
Yeah, we certainly will. We'll catch up with you again then, Andy. Thank you for your time.
Cheers, thank you.